A gunman attacked a Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado, and tonight police say 3 people have been killed. The latest on the investigation.
We're told a pilot and his wife are okay tonight after they were forced to make an emergency landing in Franklin County.
And in game time, the Cats got another win tonight, but one of the team stars left the game with an injury.
This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening. Tonight, police are trying to figure out what led to a deadly attack at a Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado. They now say that 3 people are dead and 9 others injured after the attack in Colorado Springs. The accused gunman is in custody. Karen Morfin has the latest in our top story at 11.
A police officer and 2 other people were killed after a gunman opened fire at a Colorado Springs Planned Parenthood clinic Friday.
All I can say is my heart's broken. This is a really tough situation for a lot of people in our community.
Officers rushed people out of the building after police exchanged gunfire with the suspect.
And all I've heard the whole time I've been here is gunshots.
Police say the man was arrested after a nearly 6-hour-long standoff.
We did get officers inside of the building at the Planned Parenthood, and the officers were able to shout to the suspect and make communication with him. And at that point, they were able to get him to surrender.
Police say the man carried a long gun into the building and then shot at several officers as well as responding SWAT team members. He then barricaded himself inside.
We know that the suspect brought several items with him, and some of those are inside the Planned Parenthood building. Some of those are out front of it.
At least 9 other people were injured, including 4 police officers. For hours, ambulances were lined up at a nearby intersection waiting for possible victims. So far, police say they don't know the gunman's motive. Karen Morfit for CBS News, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
The officer killed in the clinic shootings in Colorado Springs has just been identified as 44-year-old Garrett Swayze. So far, police have not identified the accused gunman. Stretch of great weather is ending tonight. Rain moving in, and it's expected to stick around for a while, including maybe that home football game in Commonwealth. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell, the latest on the forecast. Jim?
You're just throwing me under the bus right there, Sam.
I know, I'm sorry.
We'll blame it all on Chris Bailey, of course. Showers are starting to work their way into the area tonight. Some light rain, leading edge of it at least, and then even more will start sweeping in from our west overnight and into the day tomorrow. So it's going to be a pretty active pattern through the overnight and into the day tomorrow and for the next few days. Look at our hour-by-hour radar. This takes us into the future, so you see what it looks like overnight. This is a high-resolution model, too, picking up that rain, getting it deeper into eastern Kentucky. Those folks have been pretty dry for most of the day, but you see the rain really increasing overnight and into your Saturday. There comes another big shot. And we were talking about that game. Here's what Commonwealth Stadium looks like tomorrow. You see the rain present there in the foreground. Around 55, 9 o'clock tomorrow, folks start heading out to tailgate, making a full day of it. As we get around noontime, still in the mid-50s, we'll probably surge up a little bit closer to 60 degrees a little bit later on. But the constant presence of at least some moisture will be with us, Sam. We'll track it a little more in detail coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Jim. New tonight, investigators say an assistant director for Powell County Emergency Management has died in a crash. It happened this afternoon on Campton Road in Powell County. State police say that 24-year-old Tim Addison's SUV crossed the center line and hit a tractor trailer. The Powell County coroner says Addison died at the scene. Investigators say the driver of the tractor trailer was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. A trip home after spending Thanksgiving with family turned frightening for a Central Kentucky couple. Investigators say their small plane had to make an emergency landing in a field. It happened late this afternoon at a farm on Wood Lake Road in Franklin County, not far from the Scott County line. Garrett Weimer tells us how investigators say the pilot's quick thinking saved lives.
We're told the pilot was on his way here to Capital City Airport in Frankfort when his engine started to rumble and he made an emergency landing.
Buxton Rochester 69793 Echoes, engine out making emergency landing about 5 miles east of Capital City Airport.
Dean and Cindy Stoops and their 2 dogs were on the way home from North Carolina, where they spent Thanksgiving with family.
793 Echo, mayday, engine out.
Stoops told me he couldn't get the plane to full power when he tried to level off as he neared the airport. Instead of flying over the city and risking a crash there, he decided to land in an open field not far from US 460.
Cessna 6793 Echo is down safe, no damage.
Roger, thank you for the relay, and if he can't hear me, if you can tell him that we are calling emergency response right now.
No one was hurt and the plane wasn't damaged in the landing.
We give him kudos for not taking the chance to fly on in. You're about 7 or 8 miles from Capital City Airport. So obviously he made a very conscious and a wise decision tonight.
In Franklin County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Stoops says his father, who owns the plane, is an airplane mechanic. They tried to fix the plane tonight, but were still having some problems. He says they secured the plane and the property owner is letting them leave it there until they can fix it and fly it out. Leaders of the Lexington Islamic Center say they received a death threat by email today. Investigators say the email came from an iPhone and the person left his name on the message. The Islamic Center contacted the Fayette County Attorney, the Council on American Islamic Relations, the FBI, and Homeland Security. Lexington police also provided security today because of the threat.
It will be a mass murder, for somebody to kill so many people at this time, and none of us is armed. We don't believe in arming ourselves. We arm ourselves with faith and the protection of Allah.
Lexington police are investigating the threat. At last check, they had not made any arrests. New tonight, 2 people had to be taken to the hospital after a car hit a house in Lexington. It happened about 9 tonight along Versailles Road. Lexington police say the driver of a car swerved to avoid a crash, but the car ended up hitting a fence and then the side of a house. They say the driver and a passenger had non-life-threatening injuries. No one in the house was injured, and police say the building did not have any major damage. The holiday season kicking off in Lexington tonight with the lighting of the city's Christmas tree in Triangle Park. Beautiful sight there. Luminate Lexington also includes arts, crafts, entertainment, and food, or it did. City leaders say this year's tree features 800 lights.
I think this is the biggest crowd and the best tree that we've had in my memory. And a wonderful crowd tonight. Everybody's so excited.
And the best weather in a long time. Lexington's Christmas parade will be Tuesday night at 7. That's along Main Street downtown.